How to make the right decision. How to make the best choice which you only will benefit from. How to develop your intuition and always know what's best for you in advance. Hey girls, my name is Polina Cool and today we're going to talk about the most important aspect of spiritual growth, of self-development, and that is our intuition. Although men also have intuition, intuition, gut feeling is mostly important for women, especially for young women, because sometimes we are raised that we can't trust ourselves, that we listen to what other people say, and actually men struggle with this problem less than women. And also I think that many of you girls, young women, struggle from this problem when one part of us wants to grow financially, to grow as a person, to build a business empire, to become the CEO, and another part of us wants to find the perfect partner, hanging out with friends, just wearing beautiful outfits and being that girly who always smiles, who is inspired, who write diaries and doing her hobbies and etc. So sometimes we feel like we have to make a choice between family and love and our career, self-growth and money. And in today's video we're going to talk about how to find that life balance, and you only be able to find it and combine both of these aspects, love and money, only when you listen to your intuition, because intuition knows things in advance. And in this video I will prove it to you by sharing with you my own private stories, what happened when I didn't follow my intuition and what happened when I actually listened to my gut feeling.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa.
So let's start this video by talking what is intuition about, what is it, how to understand that that was my intuition, not some random crazy thought, idea and etc. First of all, I have to say that intuition, it's not such a bright feeling, like a big spectrum of emotions. It's not like anger or love or even gratitude. Intuition is a quiet whisper which comes to us all of a sudden. So it's not loud and it's not, this idea you're always thinking about. For instance, you saw that dress which you wanna wear for your birthday or for your wedding or etc. And you are thinking and overthinking in your head whether you should buy this dress or not. So it's definitely not your intuition, because again, intuition is not a repetitive thought, it's just a quiet whisper which comes all of a sudden, out of nowhere, out of blue. So you were just walking down the street and I don't know, watching people around you, and then suddenly you think like, oh my god, I should do this for my business, or I should take this project. So yeah, that's when the intuition comes to you. So as I already said, we use intuition for making the life decisions, and sometimes intuition requires risk, because we just have to trust the God, the universe, that we are actually guided by it and that everything will only happen in my favor. So yes, listening to the intuition, it's not for victim-minded people, it's for those who want to become the author and the director and the creator, like in that reels of their life. And in this video, of course, I'm going to tell you which practices you can do to develop your intuition. So I want to start with the first story, which happened to me when I didn't listen to my gut feeling. By the way, sometimes intuition is also called gut feeling, like inner voice, listening to your heart, listening to your soul, but actually it's all about the same. When we don't betray ourselves and we are 100% true to ourselves, and we only do what we want and what we'll benefit from. So this story actually happened recently. You know that I work as a stylist, and last year I took this course on how to be a personal stylist. So I worked with wardrobes of others, I did shopping with my clients, choosing the perfect clothes for them. But this summer I decided that I want to grow in this sphere, and I started working as a fashion stylist. So I actually styled photo shoots in August. I did it for free because, again, I was a beginner at this and I wanted to gain a good experience from my portfolio. So in September, when my uni studying started, I got this offer to style a photo shoot for a blogger, an actress, a TV host, and she has like 17,000 followers on Instagram. So I decided that would be a great opportunity to actually meet a big team, to probably work in the future with this woman, to just gain experience that will look good on my portfolio, on my IG stories. But my inner voice told me, the most crucial thing about intuition, how we can describe it, is that we feel something in our bones. And so at that moment, when I got that offer, I felt in my bones, in my heart, that I shouldn't have taken this opportunity. But again, in my brains, I convinced myself that this would be a great opportunity. I would get great results and probably work in the future. So again, this opportunity, this work, it was for free. So anyway, I listened to my brains, and again, I had FOMO, fear of missing out, when I was afraid that I wouldn't have any other opportunities. So when I got this offer, I just couldn't refuse it because I felt like I wouldn't have anything at all. And sometimes we can't listen to our intuition when we experience FOMO, when we fear what others might say about us. So at that moment I didn't listen to my intuition, and of course in the future I regretted about it, because I felt like my work was undervalued. Actually, because styling photo shoots is not only about choosing the perfect outfit, picking it at a shop, and that's it. Styling a photo shoot, it's about you running around all over the city from shop to shop. They are all in different locations, so you buy clothes there for your own money, and after that you return it with all the stickers and etc. So yeah, this is the most challenging part of my job actually. It was undervalued because nobody sees this behind the scenes actually. And moreover, I couldn't be at that photo shoot, but actually I was told that I didn't have to be at the photo shoot, be present at the shooting, because it was a night shooting. It started at 12 p.m. and it lasted up to 10 o'clock in the morning. So as I already told you, my uni studying started, so I just couldn't skip my morning classes. My work was undervalued, I couldn't be present at the shooting, and moreover there were some issues like some of the team members didn't like some clothes I picked, and as I already said, I bought it all for my own money and I did the styling for free. And also I had another shooting at that week which I also styled for free. So I just couldn't spend my entire budget for styling this one photo shoot. That's what happened when I didn't listen to my intuition. Not only didn't I get the results that I wanted, the opportunities and a possibility of working with this celebrity artist and blogger in the future, but my work was undervalued. I spent my own money, I spent my time, my energy, and I felt really tired. And what did I get at the end? Well, I could show off on my Instagram. I got some nice photos for my portfolio, but was it worth it? Definitely not. And well, the most important thing I gained from this experience is wisdom, and now I can share this story with you girls. So in the future you will trust your intuition because you will have this example in your mind telling you what happens when you don't listen to your gut feeling. Vice versa, what happened when I actually listened to my intuition. So you know that I'm a very spiritual person, I'm into self-development, I'm into spirituality, psychology, so I often buy some courses from psychologists, made by psychologists, on self-development. And this summer I wanted to buy a course from a particular psychologist. I had a certain amount of money and I wanted to spend it for buying this particular course. But accidentally I came across this blogger who is also a psychologist, and I really fell in love with her content, and I even watched her live stream where she talked about some psychological aspects, and all of a sudden I had this whisper in my heart which told me that if this woman is going to make a psychology course, I'm definitely going to buy it. What do you think? After a few weeks, she announced her new project, and that was a self-development course for women. And I felt that I had to buy it. But believe it or not, I didn't have a single reason in my brains why I should buy this course and not the previous one from the psychologist, which I found at that moment more trusted and all this stuff. So yeah, I just felt like I had to buy it. I didn't know why. But anyway, I listened to my intuition in this situation, thanks God, and I bought this course. And what do you think? Not only did I really enjoy the lessons and the homework, but when I styled photo shoots for free, I wrote to our common chat of members of this course, to girls that I need a model who would do this photo shoot for free, but she would get good photos from a professional photographer. And I was noticed by one of the organizers, by one of the members of the staff team of this blogger slash psychologist, and she told me that like in 2 or 3 days they were supposed to have a lecture from a stylist, but this stylist, she stopped answering them. So she noticed my message I sent into the chat that I'm a stylist, I'm looking for a model, and she told me that that was a faith. So she offered me an opportunity to make my first ever lecture as a stylist, and actually I had been dreaming about wanted, and it was in my long-term self-programming diary. By the way, I already talked about what does long-term self-programming diary mean and what does self-programming diary mean. So please watch these two videos, which are going to be linked, shown somewhere here, because this is the most efficient and shortest practice ever. So back to our routine. I was offered this opportunity and I could never know, could never guess and imagine this situation, that I would become a speaker in this course. And moreover, when the psychologist is going to recreate this course in like some months, I believe, so I will be speaker at this course again. And that's why my intuition told me that I should have bought this course instead of the previous one, which I thought was more reliable and etc. So you see, I just even couldn't imagine that the situation would turn out this way, but my intuition, it already knew the future, and that's why I want you to develop your intuition. And let's discuss some practices how to do it so that in your life miracles will happen. The first practice is of course meditation. I think that in every video I mention this practice. It even comes first before self-programming diary. Why? Because you can meditate or listen to affirmations everywhere you want, in the car, while you're showering. Some meditations even last for 5 minutes, and moreover, I only listen to guided meditations because I find it easier and more effective. And in this video down below I will link all the meditations in English which I do and which I find very helpful. But my advice, you should listen to guided meditation only from trusted people. So please don't listen to some random meditation you typed in YouTube, because sometimes the speaker can send you a bad energy, having some bad motives, and that's not what meditation is about. So the speaker of this meditation should be trusted. Let's go to the second practice. I think that in the childhood most of us wrote diaries, and I want you to take journaling seriously at an adult age, because journaling not only helps you to analyze your feelings, your emotions, but sometimes journaling can even replace a psychologist. But there is one important rule of how you should journal, because it's not just simply writing, which is like very popular right now. And actually, before finding out about this practice, I didn't know how to write a diary myself. So in this video, I'll share many secrets with you guys. I want you to write about your feelings in your diary through analyzing 3 centers. The first one, it doesn't matter actually in which order you write it. So the first one is the intellectual center. The second one is our emotional center, and the last one is the physical one. So intellectual center. In this category, you write all of your thoughts you experience at the moment. In the emotional center, analyze every emotion which you feel. And by the way, if we talk about some positive and negative emotions, but there are no negative emotions actually, because we humans, we came on earth as souls to experience all spectrum of emotions. But some emotions like anger, like happiness, they are also divided into so many emotions, like experience. What is happiness about? Okay, you just can't write I'm happy. Please analyze it deeply. Like happy, okay, and what else do I feel? Like I experience gratitude or kindness or love or I don't know, just inspiration. So it's important to analyze your feelings. The physical center, it's about how our body feels. Sometimes our emotions, when we don't actually ecologically show them, like telling to others what we actually feel, or going to a sport where we can splash out our anger or stress or anxiety. So sometimes when we don't do this stuff, our emotions are just hiding in our body. For instance, I often have pain in my shoulders, in my neck, in my back. I'm only 18 by the way, and I understand that when I experience pain in these zones, it's about that I got a heavy weight, so that I took too much control in my life over something right now, that I'm like so bossy and I'm being in the masculine energy when I want to achieve things and not attract them as a woman with my magnetic energy. So our body gives us signals about our feelings and what we actually experience at the moment. The third practice is working with metaphoric cards. Actually, there are so many of them which you can buy on Amazon or just really everywhere. But I want to recommend you metaphoric cards which you can download and then print them out for free. And these you can find on the website of Kim Chesney. So Kim Chesney is the author of a book called Intuition, and as you could already guess, this video is inspired partly from this book. How do you work with metaphoric cards? First of all, you have to clear your mind. When there is nothing on your plate, nothing bothers you, probably do a meditation before that, or just some deep breaths for a few minutes so you are relaxed, and then you formulate your question like, what should I do in this situation? What should I choose? Which choice should I make? And then you ask this question to the universe, to the God, it doesn't matter. You pick up any metaphoric card and you just try to guess what the symbols are telling you, what the universe tells you through these symbols. And the last practice, which I find the most efficient one, this is working with the intuition cards. And this practice is also from the book Intuition, Radical Intuition of Kim Chesney. And this is a free practice. Everyone can do it, because you can't buy the intuition cards, and I'll explain you how to do that. So what you need is a sheet of paper, and in the middle of the sheet of paper you can write either some common aspects of our lives like love, happiness, success, job, studying, university, family, my ideal partner, friends, and etc. Or a particular word which you associate with your current problem. For instance, if you struggle with choosing the right partner, or you can't understand whether you should end your relationships with your current partner, with your boyfriend, you can write just this word boyfriend or your boyfriend's name in these cards, and then you hide these words so you can't see it, and you make as many cards as you wish, and then you just place them like in the box or something. Point is that you don't know which card you're going to pick, and then you should take a diary, formulate again your question, your problem, and pick any card which you feel like wants to be picked from this mix in the box, and you don't open it at first. You just have to feel what it tells you, how it feels in your hands. Does it feel cold or hot? which images appear in your mind, which thoughts, which songs accidentally come to your mind. It's very important. So you write down in your diary anything what you feel this card is telling you. So if you pictured green color, write green color. If you picture tree, write tree. If all of a sudden you started to remember a random song, also write the lyrics. Just anything what is on your mind, what appeared in your mind when you took this card in your hands. The second step is to slow down, deep briefly for a few minutes, relax, make a line, and in the second aspect, write again what this card is telling you. And you'll see that some of the images, words, and associations are repeating. This is exactly what the intuition is telling you. And then the strongest aspect comes. You open the card and see what was it all about. And of course, at the end of the practice, you should write down which card you had in your diary and what you think these images, lyrics, thoughts which came to your mind and which you wrote down actually mean in terms of this card. And it may sound like spiritual bullshit or something, but I can't say I'm actually into esoterics and I'm that person which is about which moon in Mars is today or something. No, I'm a really practical person. I achieve goals, earn money, all this stuff. But this practice, I find it so helpful, first of all, because it's all about trusting the universe, and we can never achieve a success unless we trust the universe, because sometimes some accident things happen of blue in our lives, and happy things, of course, and we just wouldn't even guess they could happen. So it's all about trusting the universe. And I'm sure that you will also be able to gain so many knowledge and get answers to the most problematic, troublesome aspects in your life when you start doing these practices. So it was Polina Cool Channel. I was so happy to see you and have faith in yourself. At the end of this video, I wanted to mention that I am so tired today after spending the half of the day in uni, and actually I didn't have lectures today, just one, and I spent the rest of the morning and day visiting doctors at our uni just for some official medical certificates and all this stuff. It's necessary at the Moscow University where I study, and I just really felt like it was so unfair spending my time doing stuff I actually didn't need, while I could spend this time creating another video for you and working on my content, working with my clients as a stylist. But I just really felt like, okay, I just couldn't escape it, and I just couldn't have a control over the situation. But I can control the rest of the day and my mood. And that's why, although I felt tired after the day at the uni, I came home and I filmed this video. And in half an hour, 30 minutes actually, I go to the gym. And I just wanted with this short video filmed on my phone, I just wanted to inspire you to take actions towards your goals and to choose the circumstances in your life, and when you can't do this, choose the attitude and create it by yourself. So yeah, girlies, that's all I wanted to say. Please let me know in the comments if you really liked my video and it gave you some insights. And oh my god, it's so difficult to develop an English YouTube channel when you are not natural speaker, and sometimes I struggle with the pronunciation of words because all of a sudden I forget them with the speed of my speech. And yeah, I just really need some foreign followers to subscribe on my channel. So if you're one of them, and if you actually would like to help me to develop my channel, because I really have so many things to share with you guys, so many spiritual practices, self-growth pieces of advice I would love to share with you, but I need to see the feedback. So please, if you like this video and got just some insights from it, any of it, even if you hated it, please write in the comments why you liked it or not, and just thumbs up. That's all I wanted to say. Love you guys. See you in the next videos.